The story takes place in the ancient lands of Israel during the prophetic ministry of Elisha, a man chosen by God to carry the mantle of Elijah. Elisha had recently witnessed the miraculous ascension of his mentor Elijah into heaven, a moment that solidified his role as God's prophet. Empowered by the Spirit of God, Elisha began his ministry with miracles and messages meant to guide Israel back to righteousness. After performing a series of miracles in Jericho, including purifying the city's water, Elisha set out on a journey to Bethel, a city known for its idol worship and spiritual rebellion under Jeroboam's rule. His path was not just a physical journey, but a symbolic one, a confrontation between God's truth and a nation straying from his ways. As Elisha approached the outskirts of Bethel, the sun cast long shadows on the dusty road. It was then that a group of youths emerged from the town, their laughter echoing like a mocking chorus. These were not mere toddlers. They were adolescents, old enough to know better, yet steeped in the irreverent culture of their community. Seeing Elisha, they began to jeer and taunt him. "Get out of here, Baldy," they said. "Get out of here, Baldy," they shouted, their voices dripping with contempt. Their words were more than a personal insult. They mocked Elisha's baldness, a physical trait likely tied to his role as a prophet. Even worse, they mocked the very miracle of Elijah's ascension, implying that Elisha should follow his predecessor into the heavens. Their ridicule was an affront not just to the man, but to the God who had called him. Elisha stopped and turned to face the crowd. His gaze was steady, piercing through the bravado of the youths. He stood as a representative of divine authority, and their mockery was a rejection of God himself. "Enough!" Elisha's voice was firm yet filled with sorrow, for he understood the weight of what was to come. The prophet pronounced a curse upon them in the name of the Lord. This was not a petty act of revenge, but a divine judgment meant to underscore the seriousness of their blasphemy. No sooner had the words left Elisha's lips than the air seemed to shift. The laughter of the youths turned to uneasy murmurs as a rustling sound came from the nearby thickets. Out of the shadows emerged two she-bears, their powerful forms moving with both grace and menace. The children's taunts gave way to screams as the bears charged. Chaos erupted as the animals tore through the crowd, wounding 42 of the youths. The survivors fled, their mockery replaced by terror and regret. Elisha continued his journey to Bethel, his heart heavy. He did not revel in the punishment of the youths, but understood its necessity. Their actions were not merely disrespectful, but emblematic of a broader spiritual decay within Israel. When word of the event spread, it served as a stark warning to the people. The incident was not just a tale of punishment, but a call to reverence. It reminded Israel that God was holy, his messengers were to be honored, and their words were not to be taken lightly. The story of Elisha and the children is a powerful narrative about respect, accountability, and the consequences of irreverence. It challenges us to consider how our actions align with divine expectations and serves as a reminder that mocking what is sacred has serious repercussions. Through Elisha's journey, we see not only the authority of God's prophets, but also his desire for his people to return to him in humility and faith. Until next time, be blessed and see you in the next story.